Hi everyone, Giuseppe Nero Nero. Today we are with the second episode of Puglia food. We are going to prepare the Taralli Pugliesi. Taralli Pugliese is not a dish but is a snack. It's a kind of crissini, dry, that we're preparing with very simple ingredients. How I said last time, the Puglia food is with simple ingredients. So we're going to have the white wine that we're using Castel del Monte Chardonnay. It's a dry wine. And we need the white wine, 200 milligram. After we're gonna serving with 100 milligram of extra virgin olive oil. We have 10 gram of salt, and after we have 5 gram of pepper, and we have 5 gram of oregano, and for to finish 500 gram of plain flour. In Italy we use the flour we calling farina doppio zero. It means the refined flour 00. But if you don't have, you can use just a normal plain flour. So very simple. What we're gonna do, we're using our KitchenAid. We're putting our flour inside. And we're putting the salt. We're putting the pepper. And we're putting our oregano, and now we're gonna mix with the last ingredients. We have the olive oil, and we're gonna slowly start to work the dough. The Taralli Pugliese is a typical snack that usually we having every time on the table with our focaccia, with our bread, and we usually use as aperitivo, Italian happy hour, to stimulate our appetite. Now we're putting our white wine. I said I'm using Castel del Monte white wine. You know, when you wanna do some typical dish of Puglia, we're preparing anyway to put the ingredients from Puglia, and this is actually what we're doing in Nero Nero. We're always using the best ingredients from Puglia to give the exactly taste to everyone. So we need to work nicely for around 5 minutes. See you in 5 minutes. Yes, we are back here. You can see after 5 minutes the dough is very elastic, nice. Okay, we're putting inside the black pepper and oregano, but if you like to having some chili, some cardamom, you can actually having a different flavor of Taralli. We have done actually the classic one. So what we're gonna do now, usually I always putting a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. How I said last time, extra virgin olive oil for us is very important, so use always the best quality. Cold press Puglia bread. We're just putting on top, and we massage a little bit the dough. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cutting in 3 pieces like this. So now we're just doing like that, and we're gonna putting one tablecloth on the top. Here. Now, what we do is we're starting already to roll the pasta with your palm, starting to squash the pasta. Okay, we're cutting a little bit here, and we start to roll. We are gonna do some small ring. The sides you can change. You can have small, medium, big sides, but usually we're gonna do like a small size of Taralli. That is like a ring. If you have any problem with dough, you can putting a little bit of olive oil in your palm like this. So this is the secret of my grandmother. And what you do is just putting everywhere in your hands, okay? And rolling like this. You can see it's much better now. You can roll very easy. Actually, how we do with holiday, you will see the auntie, the grandmother, your mother, cousin, everyone together preparing the biscotti di Taralli, and after going to the oven where they can bake in the fire oven, because some of the people they don't have the fire oven at home, so they are going in the bakery, particular bakery, to bake this Taralli Pugliesi. So we are going to cut now the Taralli. What we do, usually I preferring to do like this, the sides, okay? So the sides is usually about 2 centimeters. What we're doing is now, we take the extremity and we push completely like that, okay? We repeat again. So what we're gonna do, this is the sides, about 2 centimeters. We're gonna rolling like this and mixing. You can do different sides, but I prefer to have these small sides. Here we have. So we're gonna now do all the dough like this. So if you have in the family someone can help you, it's much better, because you know this is a job that you cannot do alone. It's a job to do with all the family. Someone is rolling the dough, someone is cutting the dough, someone is mixing the dough. Now I will finish all the Taralli, I will show the last one, and after I will show how to blanch this Taralli, because need to be blanched. Here we have. So I'm gonna finish now all the Taralli and we come back in few minutes. And we have finished our job with the Taralli, how you can see here. I also done someone like this long, because some of the kids like this, okay? So what I have done now, I am putting about 2 liters of water here. So let boiling the water and putting a little bit of salt inside. Using the sea malt salt. It's very important when we use the salt to use this kind of salt. It's much better for our body. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put inside the Taralli. And we will cook until they come up. This job is very important to give the fragrance to the biscuits. If you don't do this job, you can also put straight away in the oven, but will be more dry the biscuits, but better to actually do the blanch before. So we will blanch the Taralli Pugliesi. When it's coming up, we will put in here on the tablecloths, and we will keep actually to dry for about 2 hours. Let's see now. So we can see the Taralli are coming up, and when they're coming up, we can taking slowly and keeping on the tablecloths here to dry for about 2 hours before to bake. So I'm gonna repeat again this job. I'm gonna put also the Taralli, the long one. I'm gonna finish all this Taralli, and after I will take a break for 2 hours, and we will back to bake our biscotti, our Taralli Pugliesi. I'll see you in a while. We are now in a kitchen of Nero Nero, and after 2 hours, you can see we have blanched the Taralli Pugliesi. We have dry for 2 hours in the tablecloths. What we're gonna do now is putting in the oven for 30 minutes at 220 degrees. Let's go. We put it inside, and we're gonna cook for 30-35 minutes until they are completely dry. I put my timer and see you in a while. So guys, here we have our biscotti taralli already. You can see beautiful color. We go now to remove from the oven, and we're gonna put here in our basket. And what we'll do, usually you can enjoy with the beautiful red wine or with beers. Usually in Italy we say finire a Tarallucci e vino. It means actually finire a Tarallucci e vino is a proverbs, but it means that actually we finish in the nice way with good friends. So guys, this is our Taralli and easy recipe. See you soon for the next episode of Puglia Food with the chef Giuseppe. Ciao!